Hello and welcome. My name is Teresa, and in today's video I want to talk about drawing inspiration from catalogs, some of our current catalogs as well as our past catalogs. So right now the current catalog is the May 2021 to April 2022 catalog, and I've already placed my first order and I have my second order already written up. And there's lots of wonderful ideas and a ton of new products, so if you don't have one, make sure you get one. Now, sometimes you come to your craft table, even I do, and you're like, what am I going to do? I don't have any ideas. I know I need a card, but you need that inspiration, or just to even take an existing card design and tweaking it for your own. And that's what we're going to do here today. So yes, I still have my catalog from when Stampin' Up! Celebrated their 30 years. Let's see the date on this. This was the June 2018 to June 2019 catalog. Don't throw them away. They have lots of wonderful ideas. And the one that I drew inspiration from, see if you can see it, let me hold it up, was this card right here. I just think that's simple, elegant, and very pretty. So what did I do? I came to my craft table and I used what I already have, the stamps that I already have. Now what I have is, it's a fairly new stamp. It's not brand new to the current catalog, but it's still a fairly new stamp. It's the Simply Succulents. So I pulled that aside, and then I'll go through all the different things I used, but I created this card. So while it's not exactly the same as my inspiration, I did use the layout. I copied the layout and some of the techniques that were used to create this card. And that's what we're going to do today together. And I'll give you all the particulars about this at the end. But right now, let's go ahead and get started. So for today's card, I am going to go ahead and grab this Highland Heather. I think this is very pretty color. It's from the Subtles collection, and it's already cut for you. So it's measuring 5.5 by 8 1/4, and we scored it in the center, so we can just go ahead and put a nice crease on that. If you have a bone folder, those are very handy, and what they do is they just help you make a nice firm crease there. So that's step one. Now what I want to do is I want to create a background for this card. So let me pull out my sheet that I use for all that kind of stamping, and I do need to find a scrap sheet of paper. Oh, that's sticky. That won't do what I want it to do. But this kind of, no, that's going to stick too. Hold on, bear with me. We'll just grab that from my scrap white paper, and I want to cover up the side that I'm not going to be stamping on. Let's just put an acrylic block here. Now, out of the Hydrangea Haven set, I took this nice big stamp because I'm really going to be focusing on just the blossom, and then using the Highland Heather ink, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ink it up. Now I do know, based upon the card that I've made from the picture, I don't have to stamp this entire thing. So what's going to be seen is kind of like that corner, and then I could probably do something like this, and let's throw in a leaf that way just to mix it up a little. And I think what I want to do is pop a leaf in there, and this is why I have this here. It's okay if I get on that, as long as I don't get on the back side of my card. Grab a little bit more ink. Let's go in like this. And then, okay, that didn't quite work the way I wanted to. So I think what I'm going to do is improvise. Let me ink it up a little bit more. I'm just going to throw one right in there. Let's throw a leaf there to fill in that blank space. And let's put maybe the blossom there. Just filling in those spaces as I want to see them filled in. I think what I want to do is something here. And I think I do need a little bit more there. Ooh, you know what? Since it won't show, I can go this way. There, I can do that. Because it's really the outside that's going to be seen. So let me go ahead and put this out of the way. And see, this is what we're going to be dealing with. I just have a little mat here that I keep things under. So that's the background for my card. So as I build it up, the next thing I want to grab is, I pulled the designer series paper because I had purchased the Hydrangea Haven suite. I like to get the bundles or the suites because you do save a little bit. So I have some of this designer series paper left over, and it measures 1 1/2 by 4 and I want to say 4 1/4 inches. Yes. And that is going to go here. I'm not going to apply it yet. Then I do know I needed this sheet of white cardstock, and this measures 2 1/2 by 4 inches, and it's going to go here. Do I feel that's enough? Yeah, that's pretty good sizing, but I need to stamp this. Coming back to our inspiration page from that catalog. So I want to have a picture of something botanical and then a greeting. Now the greeting I have decided to use is the one that says, "You make me smile." And again, just staying with the Hydrangea Haven set, I'm going to use that one, "You make me smile." So this, I'm going to, if I pull this out of camera shot, it's because I'm trying to get it as lined up as I can. So you may or may not be able to see this. I, of course, will show you after I'm done. Hopefully I did this right. Okay. Oh, I got a little ooky there, but I think I can work with it. Now for this, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead back with the big blossom again. Let's get out that paper and let's ink up this entire blossom. And again, I get to decide how much of this blossom I want to put on it. So, you know, if you're having trouble drawing inspiration to come up with a card idea, you know, they say don't always have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to come up with something unique and undone. Now, I could have just as easily used a different color. I want to say Seaside Spray might have been good for this, or the Balmy Blue, but I'm just keeping it more tonal. I can even color in those blossoms, which I might do. Let me go ahead and close up that ink, set that off to the side. Well, that gives a quick dry. Now, there's some embellishments that were done. So before I apply all this, I know that there's a piece of ribbon that goes there. And I had picked up this purchase. It's called Nature's Twine. It's not available anymore, but any twine will do. I just happen to have this, and it comes with mint macaron, blackberry bliss, grapefruit grove, and crumb cake. So I think I want to take the blackberry bliss, excuse me, and let's just put that, just to draw a line on here. So I need to cut off a little longer than what we need. And let's go ahead and, believe it or not, I just use Scotch tape sometimes. I find it works just fine. And I want it to be a little offset. So let's see, let's put this one here. Oh, now Teresa, you got to make sure it doesn't fall over. Oy. So we'll get rid of that spare piece so it's nice and secure there. And then grab another piece of tape. And I'm going to put that one down here. Let me see if I can do a better job so I don't have to clip it. Okay. There we go. And that'll keep it nice and steady for us. Then we can apply it to the card. At this point, I'm kind of eyeballing where I want it to go. Isn't that cute? I want it to go right there. So let me get that Stampin' Seal Plus. Good stuff. And we're just going to go right over that. And I'm going to apply it to all 4 corners. Make sure it's good and secure. Put the whole thing up. That's fine. Again, if I'm off camera, it's because I'm trying to eyeball it. So please bear with me. Yeah, see, that's where I'm going to place this one. Now, this one is raised up, but I still think I want to draw on that. So let me come back to this. Now, I wasn't quite satisfied doing, for this particular pattern, I didn't want just a bow made out of the twine. So I took some other ribbon I have. It's Gorgeous Grape, and it's this pretty sheer ribbon. And I created a bow, so you don't have to see me do it. And I think that will look really cute there. So if I just get a glue dot, excuse me, allergy season is fast upon us, but I don't care. It's a small price to pay for the beautiful month of May, right? Right, so let me put the glue dot on the back of this, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it right there. That's where I want it. Now this, I think I'm checking the time. All right, we're at 10 minutes. I can go ahead and play a little. I don't want my video to go too long. I don't wanna do that to you guys. I think I have some purple. Okay, nope, that's Night of Navy. That's not gonna do. If you're curious what I'm doing, I keep my colored pencils that I have. Rich Raspberry, I think that'll work, just in a jar very close by. Doodaloo, and no, Teresa, do you want to do that? You know, I'm thinking, you know what, maybe instead, I'm having a hard time deciding what I want to do. Do I want to just leave it blank? I think it needs some pops of color. Let's go ahead and do that since we have the time. Okay, so let's stay with the purples. So I also have the Highland Heathers, the blends, the combo blends. So I have the light and the dark. Let's start with the light. Now let's just throw down some color. And again, you can take as much time doing this as you want. I try to keep these videos under 20 minutes because I think you get the idea. And I'm just loosely applying color, no particular pattern, just fast as I can get it down there. Some visual interest. Now for me, the difficult part tends to be with leaving some, the white space, some, what is it called in the art world? Negative space, maybe? I don't know. But it does add visual interest if everything's not colored in, and that goes so against how I like to color. I would color every little thing in and not leave any untouched space, but I think it's better to leave some untouched space. Let's see, I'm just trying to, with a jittery hand, the cat just came in. Leo, he might hop up. Kind of right around his dinner time. So sometimes he'll make, I don't know if your animals do that, they make their presence known. They're better than alarm clocks. I can tell what time it is based upon his behaviors, which I'm sure they know what time it is based upon our behaviors. Like, hey, you're starting to stir. It must be time to get up in the morning and bug you. Yeah, see, just really random. Now you can fill it in more if you want, that is fine. Do I even want to color in the leaves? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So let me reach over here out of the picture. I keep my blends in little, I got these from the dollar store, so I know all my neutrals are in one. All my subtle blends are in another. I think I spelled that word wrong, so just ignore that. I'm pretty sure I spelled subtles wrong. But yes, welcome to this. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. No, 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 I don't. I think I want to use a pencil. See, I'm a hot mess. This is what happens when I don't have this pre-planned for you guys. We're just creating these on the fly. I mean, I did the other one, but this color combo. Yeah, see, I just want to take away some of the white space. I like that better, kind of. Adds a little bit more interest to it. There we go. That's much better. And let me get some stamping dimensionals. For this one, I will put one in each corner. Now, you know how wonderful it must be for those of you who still have children at home, especially some teenagers or even the young ones who like to color and they're pretty good at it, or they don't mind coloring, drawing, any of that stuff, because you could totally recruit them. You could stamp out the images and then give it to them saying, here, can you fill that in for me? And I bet you they would do an amazing job too. And they're part of the process. So unfortunately, we are empty nesters, so we don't have that option. Now for my insert, this is just a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 inch paper to go on the inside. I do tend to leave them blank on the inside. I think it makes it a little bit more versatile of a card. And I really love the handwritten notes, so that's just something I like. Bling. Got to get some bling. I think I'm going to do pearls on this one. Grab those. I throw things so fast I forget where I put them. Here we go. So let's go ahead and put down some pearls. I think I want to put them down here. 1 and 2. Now my husband's the one who came up with the idea of putting these vertically. I was always doing them horizontally on the page. Shh, don't tell him. I don't want him to think I'm actually doing what he said. But there you go. So again, look at this. This inspiration, again, came from a previous catalog. So you don't have to necessarily have the stamp that you're inspired from. You can use whatever stamps that you have. Now, I did promise you I'd give you a quick walkthrough of this. So this card is made using the Simply Succulent stamp set. And the color that I used was was Mossy Meadow cardstock. This color here is the soft sea foam. And of course, I was also using the Mossy Meadow ink to stamp on the images, and also stamped the images onto that cardstock as well. So 2 looks, all inspired from, oh, come on, will that stay? I know I like for you to be able to take the pictures. All inspired from a previous catalog. Even though our current catalog is wonderful, I'm still working on ideas with that one, but I wanted to get something out there because if you're like me, you have some of these new products and you just want to get busy with them. So thank you so much for stopping by, and if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and do so. And if you want to be notified the next time we post a video, make sure you click on that bell icon and turn on your notifications. That way you'll be made aware. So until the next time, thank you for watching and happy stamping.